We're talking Baddies West, episode 7, Who's Bad? And I just want to start by saying this episode was very, very, very underwhelming. Okay. I probably fell asleep about 2 or 3 different times. The episode started off with Stunna Girl and Biggie fighting. That seemed staged. Stunna Girl did get beat up. I mean, this girl is getting just in fights left to right. I'm talking about scratches on her shoulder. She's got blood coming out of her nose. I mean, she really reminds me of an alley cat at this point. If you have ever owned a cat and you let them live outside, I did at one point. My cat's name was Whiskers. He was an alley cat. He came in sometime. He lived outside most of the time. He used to always come back with scratches and bruises and was in all type of fights, child. And that is exactly what Stunna Girl reminds me of. Every time I turn around, she's fighting somebody from Tommy to Biggie. And as you're going to see towards the end of the episode, Razor. Now, before it got here on the PJ, okay, they were trying to talk it out, and Razor was basically asking Stunna Girl what triggers her. Why does she hold on to so much anger, and like what triggers her to get mad? And Stunna Girl was basically responding and just saying, like, disrespect. Do not be disrespectful. If you're disrespectful, that's what triggers me. People treat me like I'm a little girl trying to talk to me like they're my mama. Do not disrespect me, right? So it's like, in a sense, I understand, even though I think that Stunna Girl has big, big, big problems. Like, I think her problems are God-sized problems. They are bigger than this show. I'm surprised that she's on the show because to me, she has a bit of a demonic spirit. But Razor was not the right person to try to confront this girl. Razor was definitely not the right person to try to confront Stunna Girl because Razor communicates with people terribly. She yells at people. She, to me, is really irritating, aggravating. I don't like her as a character on this show. I just still cannot believe what she did to Scotty. I think it was ridiculous and it had no meaning behind it. It felt like she was doing everything for TV. And that's what she gives me. She gives me like, I'm doing it for the ratings. I'm doing it for the views. I'm doing it so I can return back for Baddies West season 2. So Razor goes on to, try to confront Stunna Girl and just try to like talk to her about, I guess trying to get out of holding these grudges or it's something like. So after Razor goes on to address Stunna Girl ends up snatching Razor's wig off on the private jet. And to me, this entire episode was really just underwhelming. Like, I totally agree with London Lowe, which is like, this is getting ghetto. This is just a little bit too much with Stunna Girl and all of the fighting. Like, let's get to a real storyline and just kind of see like what's going on here. Because some of this stuff just seems like it's for ratings and just really isn't entertaining. Not to mention this scene right here. Terrible. So do better, baddies. This episode was underwhelming. I hope next week's episode is better.